Hey, Mole Trap here. Today I'm doing a game between NaDa and Jaedong. This is part of the OSL round of 16. This is week 4. And Jaedong, crap, I forgot to check what Jaedong's score is in the round of 16 right now. I believe he's 1-0. NaDa is 0-1. This is kind of a big match for both of them. I would say I'm looking forward to this match because it is going to be probably a pretty good match, but Jaedong is favored to win. Jaedong has been on an absolute tear in his Zerg versus Terran. Some people are saying he's even probably the best Zerg versus Terran right now. You know, he hasn't been playing the best of Terrans most of those times, so even though he's got a good winning percentage, it's not like he's, you know, we'll have to see him in a best of 5 against you know, Iris before we really make a judgment, in my opinion. Anyways, NaDa has played a game. NaDa's game was against Stork, and NaDa, you know, Jaedong, even though he's doing really good, and I mean, even though I'm saying that his play still needs to be judged, just watching his play and watching his style, he is really incredibly good at Zerg versus Terran. But as someone else said, I was going to credit them, but I forgot who. Someone else mentioned that you'd never want to count out NaDa. You can never, you know, expect him to lose, because honestly, he's liable to pull out all kinds of shit. Anyways, so it'll be an interesting matchup. NaDa putting his barracks down by his door could be interesting if he tries to block off his door there. He could just be putting it top of his ramp for no reason, though. Jaedong going for a very quick hatchery there, putting down an extra hatchery. He may be going for some sort of quick powerlings or something like that, because as you can see, well, maybe he had more drones than I thought he did, so that's pretty standard after all. I thought he didn't have that many drones. On this map, you do not have a protected expansion, so it's not as if NaDa could put down and block his door off. And Jaedong getting a drone in there, interestingly. So Jaedong actually sending out a drone to scout, not just depending on that overlord. Excuse me. So that's pretty interesting. He might be thinking of trying something, and he's trying to scout NaDa out to see if it's going to be safe or not. He does have that spawning pool coming in. It'll be in very soon. NaDa has his factory coming down already, so I think that by the time Jaedong is actually able to get Lings over to his base, NaDa will have a Vulture out. So and he has a Marine out. He'll have a couple of Marines, so he'll be able to block his door with some SCVs if necessary, and it won't be that big of a deal. So this is going to be a longer game. Neither one seems to be trying to any sort of rush or anything like that. NaDa is not trying to do anything quick. Interesting that Jaedong scouted like that, though. His scout has been driven off. In any case, I guess he probably wanted to get it out quickly. He knows that the Marines are going to be able to hold off overlords very quickly, so he might not have a chance. In any case, NaDa sending out his scout now to try and find Jaedong. He's going kind of the wrong way, so he's going to find Jaedong later, but I think he can pretty much expect what Jaedong is doing right now. Oh, interesting, okay. NaDa going for a quick starport, very quick starport here. So NaDa kind of going all in on this strategy. Well, maybe not all in, because he will be able to block that ramp and hold out even if this doesn't work. But NaDa getting a very quick starport. I imagine he's going to go for some quick raids, which would be very interesting to see how that turns out. Because obviously in Zerg versus Terran, you usually don't see quick Hydras or anything like that. That's more of a Protoss thing. You expect the Protoss to get Corsairs very quickly, and so Jaedong may not be expecting these raids coming this quickly. If NaDa can go in and take out Jaedong's overlords, that will be extremely bad for NaDa. Jaedong very smartly putting down that sunken colony, so he is able to fend off those vultures from attacking his supply lines. Jaedong might try and run by them and try and pick off some drones, and he is running behind there. Using those minerals to block himself. Running one all the way around behind the minerals. Not actually able to get his Vulture inside Jaedong's base, so he's going to be able to probably take out a couple drones. He'll be able to get a scout in as well, and he scouts that lair coming down. He's going to probably pick off a few of these drones with some micro. Lings coming in, drones trying to corner that Vulture. The Vulture gets around them, so NaDa doing some excellent micro moving around there. Jaedong doing a very good job of trying to pin down that Vulture, but not able. Oh, and he able Wow, manages to catch the last hit on that vulture with a drone. That was harsh. Okay, wow. NaDa getting an academy and a control tower. So what NaDa I was actually going for, he did get that wraith out, so he is side hunting, and Jaedong now has nothing, absolutely nothing to deal with that wraith right now. It looks like his overlords are probably going to get picked off because he is just now getting in his lair. He's gonna be able to put up a spire in just a moment, but in the meantime. Okay, Ling's coming out as well. NaDa smartly putting all of his Marines at the top of that door. That is basically what saved him right there, is moving those Marines back there. He is putting down it looks like a spire. Oh, maybe that's a Hydralisk Den. It's hard to tell. So he is going to have something to take care of that Wraith pretty soon. In the meantime, NaDa getting dropships. He's probably going to try and drop medic Marines in his base. So, yeah, Jaedong intelligently going for that Hydralisk Den instead of going straight for that spire. Because he doesn't want that one Wraith to basically win the game. And in the meantime, NaDa seems to have picked off all of Jaedong's overlords, and he's picking off drones now as well. And I'm not sure if he has. He's probably morphing overlords somewhere, but it's going to be tough for him. He may be saving up minerals so that he can build a lot of overlords, and then when they pop out, he can build Hydralisks. Is probably the case. So another overlord pops out. That overlord is going to get picked off, but in the meantime, that he will have that side to try and do something. And NaDa has a dropship full. Already heading for Jaedong's base. This could be extremely bad for Jaedong because he has obviously he has a couple Hydralisks out, but he has almost no forces on the ground in his base. They're all at NaDa's base. NaDa has blocked off his door. Dropship coming in here. I'm not sure if there's medics in there. I saw him putting down an academy. There are medics. If he has stims, this is probably the game for Jaedong. Jaedong sees this. He's bringing his Lings back. He's trying to bring his Lings back to his base, pulling them from all parts of the map. NaDa running it with Marines. He has firebots as well. Jaedong has completely lost his supply line from his... Jaedong going for NaDa as well. Okay, so Jaedong realizes that his main is fucked and he's going to try and fuck NaDa at the same time going in. Those barracks are going to go down. It's just a battle to see who can kill off the other one first. Oh my god. And NaDa now trying to run some of his Marines back. NaDa's Marines may get taken down here. He does have a firebat with those medics, and never underestimate NaDa's firebats and medics and Marines. That firebat going after the Hydralisk there. In the meantime, Jaedong is all over NaDa's base. This is absolutely insane. Those two medics. Oh, the firebat goes down! Oh my god. NaDa has gotten a couple firebats out though, so he might be able to hold this off after all. In the meantime, NaDa seems to have lost a lot of SCVs, but Jaedong having that expansion, that hatchery, was able to move his drones away, so this does not look good for NaDa after all. Oh my god, I was so hoping that NaDa was going to pull that off. And Jaedong putting down some, trying to disrupt, NaDa trying to disrupt Jaedong's supply there. NaDa doing an excellent job holding off that attack. He had over a dozen Lings in his base. And now he's dropping more, putting a firebat on that rep. He really needs a medic behind that firebat. The medic coming in. Oh, the firebat goes down. Oh, there's nothing to stop those Lings from going in. More Lings. In the meantime, NaDa is in Jaedong's main again. He's done another drop. And he's basically hoping that he could lift off his buildings, I think, and survive that way. Jaedong does have that one sunken colony, but his, oh crap, those Lings pop out and they're able to kill a couple of Marines. He has no medics with them, and basically NaDa is absolutely stopped production. He's had to lift off all his buildings. It's up to these 2 firebats and 3 Marines to win the game, and oh, Jaedong just has too many forces, I think, for that to really work. NaDa, if anyone can pull this shit off, it's NaDa, but I don't think he's going to be able to. That one Hydralisk picking things off there, that's basically what going to counteract those firebats. Oh my god, that was an absolutely brilliant maneuver by NaDa, I have to say. That was absolutely crazy and awesome. But it just didn't, it barely didn't pan out. If things had gone a little bit differently for NaDa, I think that he would have been able to pull that off. If he'd been able to hold his door better, if he'd had a couple firebacks and medics on his ramp, then he would have been able to hold that off. But in the meantime, it just didn't work. And he's trying to make another Wraith, it looks like, cleverly. But that starport is probably going to go down very quickly. He might be able to get that Wraith out. Which might buy him some time, but no, he realizes that there's not really anything he can do. NaDa absolutely looking devastated. Oh my god, I really wanted NaDa to win this match. I really was hoping that he would be able to do well in the OSL, and NaDa is now down 0-2, which is almost impossible to climb out of in his OSL group. So well done by Jaedong. I must say that he got a little bit lucky though. That was well done by NaDa as well. Alright, I'm going to keep this under 10 minutes. Thanks for listening.